relationships in the Philippines. Yeah, when a relationship, there's a couple of things going on that I've seen on my Facebook page, and I thought it was about time I put a little bit of clarity or put a little bit of comment behind it. I'm in my relationship, and my relationship is working really well, but others are less fortunate. Yeah, they're in a relationship. Oh, sorry. They're in a relationship, and it hasn't worked out, or it isn't working out. And what baffles me, and what I find really hard to understand, is if your relationship isn't working, deal with it yourself. You need to sort out your issues between you and the other party, or her and the foreigner. Yeah? Putting out all this, what they call chismis here, trying to win the debate, or to gain support, just fuels the fire to show how naive, how innocent, how crazy your life is, that you've not actually sorted out your issues with your partner. Now, some of the things I've actually seen, some of the comments that I've actually seen are, oh, I don't like him anymore, I'm going to report him to the police and get him deported. What? Yeah, comment. Oh, he made me pregnant, we got married, now I don't like him anymore. Yeah, okay, so you got pregnant, you got married. Do you have to get married to turn around and have a child? No. Why get married and go through that whole process, then just turn around and say, yeah, I'm married, I have a baby, and there is a reason behind it, and I don't know what that reason is, and I find it very, very bizarre. The other one that I found quite shocking, really, was a friend of mine, or somebody I know, went to see his girlfriend, and he was trying to reconcile that relationship here in DAVAO, and he got 2 of his tyres slashed, and he was having the conversation with his girlfriend and their family about the issues, and when he went back to the car, somebody in the family didn't like him being with a Filipina, so they slashed his tyres. So that was the end of the relationship then. She couldn't move on, he couldn't move on, so what do? You accept it, or you just turn around and you say, the relationship is finished, we've gone as far as we can go. It's a hard line, guys, that you need to turn around and do, and girls to turn around and take. But you know, I have my ups and downs with Annie. Annie can be very, very forked-tongued and spiteful when she wants to turn around and make comments. But what I turn around, the philosophy I have is, I can control my life, only my life. Don't try and control anybody else's. If the person you're out with, there are issues, try and resolve those issues, but resolve them between yourselves. Come to some common ground. Do not put it on Facebook. Do not put it on Twitter. Do not put it on Instagram. That's just asking for trouble. Yeah. Try to work out your issues. It's Tuesday. We're at the food court down here at SM Langen. They have a really good selection here. You know, they have Korean, they have Chinese, they have American, they have Japanese, it's Filipino. It's really, 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 really nice. Apart from the one at the other end called Shabu Shabu. Overpriced, horrible product. I don't like it at all. Who wants to have fish balls with noodles and curry sauce? Yeah? Well, you can have it without the curry sauce, I suppose. Anyway, today I'm having seaweed. Really good for my diet. High in mineral, high in salt, natural, helps me. Then I have soy sauce and white wine vinegar, my obligatory 2 Coke Zeros. Annie's waiting for a Japanese food. We have the rice. I have my... So here we have sayote, we have bitter gourd, we have beans, we have carrots. This is chop suey. They normally put little quail's eggs in it, but I don't like the quail's eggs. And then I have my fish. Look at that, tuna belly. Very, very, very nice. All of this, 320 pesos. Yeah, which is about $2.50. We're back for a second sitting. Annie has.
I'm very happy.
He has her ramen. No ginger, no chili,
No spring onions.
because it upsets her. Californian maki. Yeah, look at that.
Yummy, yummy.
She has her soy around the corner here. Oh, and she has a Coke Zero. So this cost 450 peso.
Oh, yeah. So 200, 170
Yeah,
plus peso.
there we go. So the ramen was 270.
206.
So Annie was sitting there and she was getting upset because hers was more expensive than mine. Annie has posh taste. We'll leave her.
Nice, huh?
It looks nice. I don't eat that stuff. I don't eat ramen because it's noodle. Annie lives on noodles. Whether it's packet noodles, whether it's fresh noodles, whether it's Japanese noodles. And she's cutting down her rice, which is very difficult for a Filipino.
That's why we have noodles.
Yeah, you have your noodles.
Exchange for the rice.
So she needs a carbohydrate. So I have mine, which is nearly finished. And Annie's getting into hers.
But I still have rice on this.
Annie was back in, back in America or back in the UK or back in Europe. We end up having all these problems. When I was back in the UK, a friend of mine, she cut all of her boyfriend's clothes up. She cut the arms off his suits. So when he went in to go to work the next day, all his pants were cut in half, his t-shirts were cut in half, all the buttons were off his shirt, everything. She was still in the apartment because she didn't want to leave the house. She didn't want to turn around and leave what she had because she couldn't afford to go and find $1,000 a month property or house to go and live in. She'd have to go back and live with her mum and dad. So she had a problem that she was financially tied to this guy. So she turned around and thought she'd affect his job by cutting all of his clothes up. All he did was phone in sick for work. Work out your relationship. Work out your issues. Please, I'm seeing quite a bit at the moment. Now lockdown is open and people can get out. I've got quite a lot. Well, I think it's about 11. I was talking to Annie this morning and she was talking to me because she's getting the same garbage messages on Facebook and Twitter accounts from people turning around and saying, oh, life is great, and then the next post is, life is not great, it's all negative, all this. Well, all I'm doing is I'm blocking those people because I don't want negativity in my life. I don't want to listen to that garbage. I don't want to listen to your problems. We all have problems. Don't turn around and go out there trying to get the vote from the public. Yeah, because it ain't coming from me. I'm just turning around and saying, don't put your private life out on much social media. Deal with it yourself. And if you can't deal with it, shut up. Yeah. So for me, outside SM Langen and French Bakery, having a nice walk in the sun with Annie in DAVAO. Like, share, subscribe, but don't post your problems online. Yeah, social media is going to eat it up and they're just going to have a go at you, and that's just going to upset you even further, isn't it? and that's just going to piss you off even more. And then you're going to come up with some other horrible, spiteful comment to put on Facebook, or Twitter, or Instagram, or Vine, yeah, or any other one of those sites in the world. But for me, and Sexy Annie, who has a belly today, because she's had some ramen noodle, she's had some sushi, and she's had a drink. Yeah, a Coke Zero. She feels full, which is great. But it's Tuesday, it's midday, we're going home.